What makes Marcus Jones a good punter?
I was just asked this question. His preparation, first off, he understands every punter he's playing really, really well. So he understands where the punts are going to be landing, so he can get a beat on that. So him doing that allows him to have just that little bit more space to kind of react and get the return started. And just that natural vision. He's got natural vision of feeling returns, getting them set up, setting up his blocks where it's a middle directional return. And he's just pretty, that's what he did in college, and that's why he's been here and been elite. Too bad he was hurt last year because, again, he's just one of those guys who's just a very good dynamic returner.
You just asked that. Was it another reporter? Was it something?
It was on the radio. Yeah, on the radio, yeah. That was the first question. Yeah.
Bryce Behringer had a couple of tough punts.
Yeah, that was my second question.
Same wavelength.
Yeah.
What specifically happened on those punts, and how do you fix that moving forward?
Yeah, for a punter, it's just like a quarterback. You're going to get a lot of opportunities. Obviously, quarterback's getting a lot more, but you're not always going to hit the ball the right way. It's like a golfer, right? I mean, you're going to hit it just off, one off. Sometimes it's footwork, sometimes it's the weather, sometimes your hands, sometimes your swing. I think there was a combination of things in that and on those reps there. And for a guy like Bryce, he makes mistakes. He's a pro. Like all week he's been working on his footwork, his handwork. Because a couple of those things came down to really your hands and your footwork, not the leg of the swing, not the weather. It was just like hands and footwork. And so for him, it's like, all right, let me get back to what I'm doing. Let me refocus up and have a great week. And I think he's done that.
The opening kickoff in overtime, I'm assuming that was purposeful to try to make them return it and give Brandon a chance there to make a play, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, we saw an opportunity right there. Our guys executed. Schooler obviously executed to a high level there, and we almost got an opportunity to win that game right there. Which I look back at that, and if we would have recovered that ball in overtime off that, you win the game. And it's all hindsight now, but you try to put your guys in position right there, and Schooler's one of those guys that's going to put himself in position throughout the week of preparation, and he did that, and he made a big play. And that gave us real momentum to start the drive, and that's all you can ask for.
Yeah, you mentioned weather just in your answer about Bryce. What was your thought on the weather last week in terms of how
breezy? Like, it was a breezy game. It wasn't really windy. It was it was breezy, so it was going different directions. It was mixing up, so you never really got a beat on it. It wasn't like you feel good this way, you feel good that way. It was more like, all right, right now it feels like it's this way. Let's just go with it this way. And so our punters, our specialists, had to be really keyed in on that throughout the game. It's not easy because it was like good. It'd be good for a second, and all of a sudden it just didn't want to pick up a gusty a little bit. It's again breezy, not crazy, but just one of those games that now we're in late in the season. It's going to happen quite a bit.
Is that a conversation you have with Joey and Bryce, even like before overtime?
Yeah, and before overtime, yeah, exactly. You just, hey, what are you feeling right now? What are you thinking? Do you feel good both ways? You feel good this way? And it's one of those like, hey, it's breezy. We can go either way with it. Do you want to go this way? Sure, let's go this way because it's breezy. We don't know what's going to end up being at the end of the day. It could pick up going this direction all of a sudden, and sometimes it does that. And that's why going into pregame with those guys, it was like, hey, look, we're going to have to adjust all game because this is just one of those games where it's not consistent going one way.
You seen Jaheim Bell?
Yeah.
You seen him maybe take to some of the coaching on special teams?
Oh, he's doing great. Yeah, I mean, Bell's light years away from where he was when he first got here, and that's just the progression of a rookie, right? They understand their role. All right, I'm a special teams guy right now. Before he graduates to be a starting tight end, hopefully one day. But right now, his role is to play special teams, and as a third tight end, and I think he's owning that role, and he's really coming in extra meeting, and he's getting better and showing up on film because of it.
When you look at the Bears kickoff unit, they seem like one of the teams a little more likely to allow a return, whether intentionally or unintentionally. Just what do you see from them, and is there something they're maybe doing that they're more comfortable covering these returns than other teams?
Yeah, I just think they're a team that wants to put the ball in play more. They do a great job. I mean, they got a heavy personnel group, like they're heavy-handed outside linebacker types, doing a great job getting off blocks and punching at the ball. They're a big-time turnover team as well. And I think Hightower's done a great job with those guys of playing physical and downhill. So we definitely got a true test here, and they're going to hang it up. They're going to test our return game, kind of like Houston, right? Like, hey, we got big bodies. We got guys who can two-gap you, and can you block us or can you not? So we got to own up to that role and come out and play physical.
Is this a little bit of a weird day for you, knowing what you've talked to us about in the past, about working ahead 1 week and now seeing a team that
Oh, yeah.
have you got there yet? Or
Oh, yeah, I'm already there. Yeah.
Is it a little weird for you?
Yeah, it is, but it's easier because you understand the team, right? You kind of know the personnel pretty well, and you kind of know schematically what they're trying to do just because you were there for 2 years and you kind of know the mindset over there. So yeah, it's a lot easier this week, to be honest. Yeah.
That help, like, they obviously play on Monday night, so they have like kind of a short week coming off that. Like, how's that you?
It hurts them from a preparation standpoint for us, even kind of too, because you get a lot of work done on Monday, and with them not playing an extra game until Monday night, you got to do all that stuff Tuesday morning. So you kind of lose a bit of time on that. The good thing is I know the team pretty well, so it's like whatever they show, if they're showing anything new, then it's like, oh, okay, that's new, but I kind of know exactly what they're going to do. Any other team though, I'd be like, damn, I wish it was Sunday still. Yeah.
Did you watch that Monday night game, the coach's eye, and then they're just all filmed the next day?
All film next day. I might watch it, a little bit of it, but I'm working, getting ready for Tuesday. Although I have to put that game in, I'm still working on what they're doing now. So I wish I could watch it as a fan. I wish I could sit down, have pizza, chill, and just have no stress. But no, I can't do that.
Do you have a strong connection with O'Shawn from last year?
Yeah. Well, I feel like with all his players and having O'Shawn come here, now I already had a relationship with him and kind of knew what he was about, what he needs to work on, and that helped me going forward. The guy at Chicago Bears, Daniel Hardy, is going to play on Sunday. He's a damn good special teams player. Had him for 2 years as well. So just knowing those guys and knowing the backgrounds always helps you when you're game planning or you're working.
You've had a lot of moving pieces on the offensive line this year. Has that forced you into doing any extra field goal or extra
Yeah,
point?
actually has. I mean, we've actually set up another field goal period throughout the week to get extra work on, and I think it's helped us a little bit from a protection standpoint. We had our issues early in the year against Seattle, and I think with moving parts, it does hurt you because it affects us as well. You can't play certain guys, you can't play certain guys, and technique is different, right? And you're not always going full speed in practice until you get in the game, and it's real. Yeah.
Windiest day of practice today.
Huh?
Windiest day of practice today.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. God, that was terrible. Yeah, that was the windiest day. I mean, every day today is windy. It sucks. You can't really. Oh, it's tough because you can't really get true work in, especially with the ball flight. So it makes it tough. But that's New England, I guess, huh? I mean, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm not used to it at all.
It does always seem specifically windy here in Foxborough. Is it noticeably different than other places you've been?
Oh yeah, I was in California. I mean, it was perfect. It was 75 degrees. It was good. No wind. Yeah, this is ridiculous. And it's early. I got to get used to it. Yeah, I'm not used to it yet.
Do you notice a difference, from field to field, if you guys are up on top or if you're down on that side field?
No, I don't. It's still just as windy. It's just you need 2 fields, so that's why we're on the upper fields. It's always better from a logistics standpoint.
All right.
All right, guys. Appreciate you. Have a good one, man.